Hello. I actually ran out of memory card. Had to swap the memory card. Sorry, guys. We left off talking about this guy. So that is the 0200 ZT. Out of production. Hard to find, but if you can ever find one, grab it. My ZT Challenge coin. Because I freaking love Kershaws and ZTs. And one of my all-time faves, my 0300. Did a video on it. Check it out. Double Reptilian. This is the one that started my Double Reptilian. Great knife. Love the scale. I will never have any other scale on this knife. This is it. Oh yeah, with the backspacer too. This knife is just epic. Next. Ooh, some nice ones. This is my Benchmade Emerson. This knife is probably, what, 20 years old? Mid-90s, early 90s? Supersized. It's huge. 4-inch blade. My Num. I was always glad to finally get my Reeve in a trade. Amazing knife. Whoa, hello. That could have been bad. There's nothing I can say that hasn't already been said about this knife, so I'm not going to say anything about this knife, other than this knife is awesome. Beautiful. And then my little Starnza. Beautiful knife. Really, really worn. I got this in beat up condition from another guy, so I re-stone washed it, did a little anodizing on it just to darken it up a bit. Re-stone washed the blade. Great little knife. Next, another Benchmade Snowdy collaboration. My only Snowdy folder to this point. Yes, it's pimped. The funky style, if it's not quite your taste, it's actually mirrored after the Snowdy scale that was originally on there. It's got all these funky cutouts on it, but it was G10. I wanted carbon fiber. I get what I want. Love this knife. It's super smooth, and it's very beefy, so it just fills the hand really well. Chokeway, Spyderco, carbon fiber. Little carbon fiber over travel stop. Another knife that this will never leave my collection. It's just an awesome knife. You can see it's been used and abused. Great cutter. Great knife. Titanium frame lock, no less. Great offering from Spyderco. My Boker Quaken. Whoop. There we go, flipperized. I did a video on it. Check it out. You can see the splatter pattern acid stonewash, kinda. Won't over reflect from my lights there. Great knife. Got the what is that? Thunderstorm Kevlar scales. This is probably the way that this knife will be set up as long as I own this knife, because it's amazing. I love it. It's a really cool look. Way in the back, got my Spyderco Tenacious Waved with a spider stone wash. I was just playing around with etching at that point. It's not the greatest, but I don't know. I always use this knife as practice when I was just kind of getting started doing this stuff, so that's what I ended up with. This is my go-to knife for when I'm out in the garden or out, just need something to do. If I'm cutting branches, leaves, stuff like that, it's a great little knife. It's a Tasman Salt H1 steel, rust-proof. FRN scales, waved, so I can just fire it out of my pocket because I'm usually wearing big, thick-ass gloves from out in the garden or doing work in the backyard. It's great. Great at cutting vines, branches, little stuff like that because it's full serrated. Next up is my blue drawer. Why is it a blue drawer? Because it's full of blue knives. We've got the large CRKT Nerk tie. Love this knife. Bearings, super unique design. It's got the Nerk lock. See if I can do this while holding the camera. So it's got basically a frame lock built into it. You push down on this side. You can see it opens up the lock on that side. There you go. Great knife. Here is my heavily modded Kershaw Trimmer. You'll notice I spend way too much time on some of my cheapo knives, but this is just such a cool knife. Large, big, Bowie style, recurved blade, everything I love in a knife. Plus now it's got blue G10, which is one of my favorites. And to really set it off, it's got toxic liners, so all in all this knife is just super cool. Speed safe functional. Great knife. Here is another one of my crown jewels. It started life as nothing special, just a Emerson Mini Commander, but this is one of my all-time favorite blade shapes, that recurve. It's got the wave, it's got the stonewash flats with the satin grinds. It now has the reptilian bottom with the carbon fiber bolster, custom titanium deep carry pocket clip, got the gray design, blue anodized. Hello, see if we can focus. Alright guys, trying to get it for you. But blue anodized thumb disc, so this thing is just really pimped out. I also flame anodized the liners. This one's more of a blue. This side is a steel liner, so it's bronzed. Awesome EDC knife. This one, these scales are actually for a customer, so they're coming off shortly, but the other scales that I have for it are blue. They're just the Anzo pattern. This is the double reptilian. Waved. Plus it's a Mannix, so it's got that ball lock, caged ball lock. Awesome knife. My first production CRKT Ripple Ken Onion design, blue anodized. Just an amazing knife. This one also has the custom Ken Onion logo on it. The new one's got the ugly Ken Onion logo on it, so I'm glad I got the limited first run. This is a great little knife. IKBS. You can get them for around 80 bucks. Bearing system, Kudo Plus steel, milled frame lock. I mean, you could barely even see the frame lock because it's so just heavily milled and heavily custom. It's awesome. Oh, hey, there are the blue scales that were from my limited edition Skyline. What kind of Skyline is that? Oh, Damascus. Well, I guess that's okay then. Yeah, it really sexied up that Damascus Skyline. With just the plain black scales, it wasn't looking good. But with the blue scales and that custom titanium deep carry pocket clip, that is now one hell of a knife. Plus it's blue. And last but not least, this is just a little $10 knife, but it's actually pretty cool. Good for like the utility kit, toolbox. I got one of these in my car, one of these in my wife's car, and this one in the box. Another G&G Hawk design. 8CR13 MOV steel, nothing special, but it's got a little bit driver built into it, and the bits fold right out of the scale itself. So that makes it a pretty cool little utility knife. And it's blue! So that, for the most part, is my collection, because over here, it's just random assorted scales. These are up for sale. It's a blend scale. Some practice patterns, some just blocks that aren't big enough for scales, so I was practicing patterns on them. Large Anzo pattern, natural pattern. Here's a new pattern that I've been messing around with. I don't know what I'm going to call that one yet. It's not quite perfected. Like you can see, it's pretty uneven here, but on that side it's pretty even. So it's just random stuff. Oh, this is cool. Yeah! It's a lighter. It doesn't work, but there's like a cheapo little lighter I found at a flea market. And I had the switchblade on it, which is awesome. Whoop. The other drawers just got, some business cards, my carbon fiber kiridashis, tools, bits, Weehaw bit driver. Get one of those if you don't. Oh, a piece of crap. Hinder, Gerber, Firestorm. It's Gerber on it, so you know it's junk. And then that brings back down there what you saw. And then in the top, I just got some assorted ditties. I've got, oh yeah, that is my straight razor, which you saw last week, which I was able to shave with. It works fine. It needs a new honing. It's been a while. I got some random assorted ditties, some Goo Gone, some Hops number 9, some gun cleaner, Rubber cement, you want to use that when you're acid etching to get some relief and some design. If you don't use this stuff already, start using it. EDC, Aegis Solutions. This stuff is awesome. Everybody who you've ever seen talk about this stuff says nothing but good things about it, and they're all true. High slip grease. If I'm going to use grease as opposed to oil or lube, this is what I'm going to use. I'm going to use Century Solutions High Slip Grease. It's fantastic. A little file kit. I got a Smith's sharpening kit. Nothing special. A pair of Oakleys in there. Browse Blades catalog. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That is my knife collection. Oh, you know what though? No knife collection is complete without all your boxes. That's how you know you've got a serious problem. When you save all the boxes. This whole thing is full of boxes. And then I got an ammo crate full of boxes. Just in case, because that's what knife junkies do. They save the box. And hidden inside there, I've got, because I never use this thing, SOG. Seal Pup. Pretty sweet fixed blade. Never used it. Bought it. Never used it. Never thought I'd be one of those guys. I always would see those guys in the forums and they're talking about, oh, I've had it forever and I never used it. I'm like, why would you buy a knife and never use it? I don't know. I got that knife. I don't use it. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. This is probably going to be like a 20-minute video, so thanks for your attention if you gave it to me. No matter what you do, subscribe, like, and stop by next week. Thanks. Peace.